Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. We've had a request to tie something claret, so we're going with the Claret and Mallard wet fly, but this is a special version because I'm changing some stuff. So fulling mill short shank bronze 10 in the vise and uni 80 in red. So just going to come in, start at that point and start to come down the shank. Then I'm going to stop here. The first thing that we're going to come in with is a piece of Opal mirage in a medium. We're going to use this to form a tag. So I'm going to put a little bit of super glue just on the back end of the shank. And basically wind down and over this. Then come back up. You can catch this in, cut away, and there's your tag. Okay, next we're going to catch in some golden pheasant crest instead of the tippet. Again, doing something a little bit different. Body, probably body length. It's probably there. As always, this will twist and turn all over the place. You need to be a bit patient with it and just hold the end that you want to sit where it sits and let the other bit do whatever it's going to do. So I'm just going to catch this in to about body length, then come in and cut that away. Okay, cool. Next I'm going to catch in, this is a hot yellow UTC wire, so I'm just going to catch this in on the side on the way down. So just run this down basically to where the tail starts. Alright, cool, good stuff. Alright, it wouldn't be the Claret and Mallard unless you start to put some claret on it, so this is a sort of SLF seals for substitution in claret. Now, you don't need tons of this, keep this quite a light dub is what I would suggest. You can always add more as you go along. And just make sure that you leave yourself plenty of room at the front end of this fly. Yeah, happy with that. Built a little bit more bulk at this point here, you know, building up into that thoraxy sort of area, so that's fine. I'm going to run the dubbing brush through it anyway. So next, come up with a wire, a couple of turns, and just catch this in at the front. You can bend and break this away. Okay, what I'm going to do is just come through this, pull out a few bits and pieces. Okay, good stuff. I'm going to chuck some wax on the thread. Then we've got a brown badger hen that I'm going to tie in by the tip. On other flies, you could use a cock hackle, I just fancied using the hen because this is the special edition. fold that back, come in and chop that away. And then what you can do is just fold this hackle back the way and start to bring it round. Get some nice turns. Doesn't need to be too heavy, but it's personal preference and depends on the fibre. Just keep them quite tight together. Yeah, that's probably plenty at this point. Just going to come up with a turn, catch that in. And just fold all of this back. And then come in and chop this away. Okay, that looks not too bad. So we've got the claret bit down. Need to get the mallard onto this. So this is a sort of brown dyed mallard that I've got here, and actually instead of breaking it away, because the tip that I've got off the stem, I'm just going to roll it on the stem and tie it on from the stem. So feel free to do it in a different fashion if you want, but I'm just going to go with it as it is. Don't want this to be too long, but certainly want to be able to see it, so probably within the tail is what I'm looking at here. Just going around with a turn or two just to see how it's looking. Yeah, it looks okay, I'm alright with that. So I'm just going to come in, lift this up, sharp pair of scissors, cut. A little bit of wax on the thread, and tidy up this front bit a little bit. So you could finish the fly there, absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm going to chuck some pinky claret jungle cock onto this just because I've got some lying around. So just catching a couple of eyes on. You could use natural jungle cock will work nicely on this as well, or some goose bites, even if that's what you want to do. That's totally fine. Couple of turns, fold these back, then hold your thread tight and then come in and clip away. Okay, good stuff. Last thing to do, folks, is just tidy up and form your head. So don't be too shy with the head. It doesn't need to be huge, but certainly want to get the red of the thread colour on the front of this. So I'm quite happy with that as a thread. So get some super glue just on the thread. Come up a couple of turns and then come in and whip finish. Cut away. Then all you need to do, folks, is varnish the head a couple of times and it's good for the water. Well, folks, hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Claret and Mallard special. Give it a go and definitely get your fish or two on its day. As always, hit the bell, subscribe, like, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Tell me if I could have done something different. Until next time, cheers.